Hi, my name is Ari.
And I'm Matthew.
We are students in grade 5 from Sir Samuel B. Steele in Scarborough.
On behalf of our class, we're asking the candidates of Mayor of Toronto,
will you lower taxes?
how or why?
We look forward to listening to your answers.
Thank you and good luck.
Thanks for the question, students at Sir Samuel B. Steele. Am I going to lower taxes? That would be nice if the city wasn't in dire straits financially. The city is facing a $1.5 billion shortfall. It's facing a $46 billion budget pressure over the next 10 years. And I need to make sure that we fix our services, fix our city so that it works for everyone. So it would be dishonest of me to say that I'm going to lower taxes because we can't afford to do that. We need to raise taxes at a reasonable rate to make sure that we can pay for the things that we all rely on, whether it be fixing our roads, helping our most vulnerable, or clearing our snow. So I'm going to be raising it 2% above inflation. That comes to $67 a year per average homeowner, which really comes down to about $5.55 a month, which is a fraction of a subscription to Netflix. I believe it's a reasonable investment into the future of our city. And I'd rather be upfront about it during an election because everyone's going to have to do it if they're elected as mayor. That's reality.
I will not be lowering taxes. At the current rate that we're at, it is unsustainable to go further down the barrel. What we need to do is tax the lands that are not working. These lands are currently roped off by fences, they're empty lots, they're empty storefronts, and they're keeping our economy down. We need to make sure that our tax dollars are furthering progress by ensuring that there's no more empty lands in Toronto that are going underused while we have a housing and business space crisis.
You know what? I hear from families all the time that it's never been more expensive to live in the city of Toronto. Look at your bills, whether it is groceries or gasoline or paying the rent, all of these costs are going up. So I will fight for affordability, and that's why my position is to keep property taxes at the rate of inflation or below. We have to work with other levels of government to make sure that they are paying their fair share. We have to have more accountability at City Hall to make sure that we are delivering the services that taxpayers rely on. But we also have to take creative steps to save the city money. And that's why I will open up our municipal construction projects to more bidders. It's called open tendering, and we can save the city $200 million a year by having more union workers bid on more jobs to produce work faster and get the job done for folks here in the city while saving money. Affordability is something we got to fight for, and I will do that as your mayor.
You know, life is really expensive right now. Affordability is the major issue I hear people talking about as I'm knocking on doors, as I'm out in community events. That is why, as a mayor, I will not increase taxes above the rate of inflation because I understand people are struggling. Those people that are telling you that we can solve the city's budget issues, because we do have some $1.5 billion budget deficit in there, but we need to make sure that we work with the other orders of government, because it's not by increasing taxes or cutting important programs for our city, for our youth, that we're going to solve this issue. I have the experience, the track record to bring billions to the city, and that's how we're going to get it done.
So unlike some of the candidates, I will make sure that I will not raise taxes above the rate of inflation. That is key and critical. But my key aspect of this is to make sure that your hard-earned tax dollars are spent properly. It is so hard right now when we talk about affordability, whether it's purchasing gas or groceries or even rent. But if I keep going in and taking more tax dollars, it does not benefit anyone. Making sure that decisions are prioritized, they're focused on keeping our communities safe. When I say communities, I mean right across the entire city. Not wasting money on other pet projects that are going on, but making sure that we create the environment for communities to make those decisions. So as mayor, I'll make sure I do this. I'll be out in the communities talking to you about your needs and your wants in order to keep your community safe, and I'll make sure that I use that information to spend the tax dollars wisely, and not just because it is politically led. That is an absolute failure, unlike other candidates that are going to raise taxes, and they've made it very clear that they will do that. I'm more focused on how I spend your money properly, and I promise you I will do just that.
Right now, the city is in a difficult financial position. Services people rely on are being cut, like the TTC. When we all chip in a little bit more, things become less expensive for people and we can fix our transit and build more housing. My plan raised taxes a little to get that done. I also have alternate ways to raise money for the city. For example, I'm going to ask people who buy big mansions to pay more in tax.
You know, what I'm putting forward is a comprehensive and complete plan. It's fully costed and it is funded. And it's important. Those who are running for mayor have to be honest with our voters. How are we going to pay for the services that we need in our city? I do have a plan for taxes that is progressive and fair, making sure that those like our seniors who cannot afford tax increases, that they will not have a tax increase. Those who can pay a little bit more, I do want to make sure that they pay their fair share. And those who are struggling for affordability, they will pay less. So I will have taxes, but they will be fair and they will be transparent, and we will make the investments that we need to fix what is needed in our city.